There's this really fascinating disconnect between what the world is afraid of and what's actually happening on the ground. While global experts are talking about superpowers clashing, we're going to ask a much more direct question. What's really keeping business leaders up at night in Central America? Okay, so before we jump in, just so you know where all this is coming from, this explainer is based on the World Economic Forum's latest global risks report. But we're not covering the whole thing. Nope, we're zooming in specifically on what this all means for the business sector in Central America. That's our focus. And let me tell you, the report does not pull any punches. The picture it paints for the next couple of years is, well, pretty grim. It's this image of a world just teetering on the edge, facing a potential storm of all these interconnected crises. So before we can really get this Central American perspective, we need to understand that global backdrop. We've got to set the stage. What exactly has the world so on edge? This quote from the report just says it all, doesn't it? We've apparently entered a new age of competition. And it's not just about tanks and soldiers anymore. We're talking about things like trade and tech and finance all being used as weapons. And you can really feel that anxiety in the data. Get this, a full 50%, that's half, of the more than 1,300 experts they surveyed think the next 2 years will be turbulent or even stormy. Only a tiny, tiny 1% think things are going to be calm. That is a seriously pessimistic outlook. All right, so let's get more specific. What are the actual dangers that are fueling all this anxiety? What are these global experts most worried about? Wow, okay, this is a huge shift. Just last year, this idea of geoeconomic confrontation was way down at number 9. This year, it has skyrocketed 8 spots to become the number 1 short-term global risk. This is the big one that everybody at that global level is watching. So what does that big phrase actually mean? Well, think of it this way. It's when countries start using their economic muscle, things like sanctions, tariffs, controlling investments, as strategic tools to basically box in their rivals. It's pretty much economic warfare, and right now it's the world's top concern. So here it is, the top 5 lists from those global experts. Number 1, what we just talked about, geoeconomic confrontation. That's followed by misinformation, social polarization, extreme weather, and armed conflict between states. Now remember this list. It's going to be important in a second. And this is the real heart of our explainer. Are business leaders in Central America looking at that same list and nodding their heads? Or is their day-to-day reality something else entirely? Okay, let's make that pivot. We're going from that 30,000-foot global view right down to the reality on the ground. See, the report also surveyed business leaders in individual countries, and this is where the story gets really, really interesting. And boom, here it is. This slide just lays the disconnect bare. On the left, you've got those global fears we just went through. But look at the right. These are the top risks for business leaders in places like Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Honduras. Their number 1 concern? Insufficient public services. It's followed by crime, lack of jobs, polarization, and debt. Look at what's not on their list. Geoeconomic confrontation? Armed conflict? They don't even make the top 5. It's a completely different set of worries. So the takeaway here is just crystal clear. While the global strategists are playing this big chess match between nations, business leaders in Central America are worried about the actual foundations of their own societies. The social contract, things like safety, opportunity, and just basic public services. So what does this all mean? What do you do with this information? How are businesses in the region supposed to navigate a world where what they're worried about and what the world is worried about seems so far apart? Here's a good way to think about it. The global risks are like these deep, powerful ocean currents. They're systemic, they shape everything in the long term. But the risks in Central America? Those are the waves that are crashing on the shore every single day. They're tangible, they're immediate, and you have to deal with them right now just to stay afloat. But here's the catch. These two things aren't totally separate. The report itself kind of gives us a bridge. It points to inequality as one of the most interconnected global risks. And it's that underlying pressure of inequality that fuels so many of those local waves, like the crime and the lack of opportunity that Central American leaders are so worried about. In a way, the deep global current is actually feeding the local storm. And so we'll leave you with this question, something for every leader in the region to really think about. As you plan for the next few years, where is the real danger? Is it that massive geopolitical storm brewing way out on the horizon? Or is it the urgent widening cracks in the foundation right under your own feet? That's the critical calculation that this new age of risk is forcing everyone to make.